What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Mega Latias EX deck. That's right, the new Mega Evolution set came out, which means we have Megas back in the TCG and 3 prizers back in the TCG. Mega Evolution Pokemon have the rule box thing that says Mega Evolution EX rule. When your Mega Evolution Pokemon EX is knocked out, your opponent takes 3 prize cards, which giving up 3 prize cards in a single turn or a single attack isn't really new, since Dragapult could win the game in 2 attacks, or you have AMP very much that would let you take extra prizes, or Briar. But now it's just another thing that can cause your opponent to take 3 prize cards when they knock out a Pokemon or with an attack. And if you haven't seen Mega Latias EX yet, this guy hits really hard. Its attack, Illusory Impulse, for a Fire, Psychic, and Colorless. I love those energy combinations. It just sounds cool. It does 300 damage, and then it says discard all energy from this Pokemon. Not too bad. 300 damage is a respectful amount of damage. It's kind of like Golden Go or Raging Bolt if they were a little bit classier, you know? Like Golden Go and Raging Bolt can knock out anything. 300 damage, it can knock out some things. With some modifiers, it can pretty much knock out anything. But like, there's counterplay. Golden Go, Raging Bolt, not classy. Mega Latias, classy. And then it's got this Strafe attack that does 40 damage. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Not great, but it could be cool with like a hit and run poison package. But as you can see, the version of Latias EX that we'll be going with is with Ho-Oh EX. Ho-Oh EX has the ability Golden Flame. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fire energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Ethan's Pokemon. So it has to be Ethan's Pokemon, it has to be on your bench. But then there's this Latios that also came out of the Mega Evolution set. It has the ability Lustrous Assist. Once during your turn, when your Mega Latias EX moves from your bench to the active spot, you may use this ability, move any amount of energy from your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So that means if you go first, or I'm sorry, if you on your first turn, if you go second, you can use Ho-Oh's ability, put 2 fires on it, and then you can use Mega Latias, move it from the bench to the active spot. And if you have the Latios on the bench, you get to move those fire energies that you put on your Ho-Oh to your Latias. And then you just attach the Psychic and you can use the Illusory Impulse for 300 damage on your first turn, powering up a 3 energy attack with different energy costs without using Crispin on your first turn. No Sparkling Crystal either. You just power this guy up. It's a pretty unique way to use Ho-Oh, and I think the fastest way probably to power up your Mega Latias and start attacking with it and being aggressive. So I'll put the full list on the screen real quick. Gonna talk a little bit more about it, and then we'll get into the list, and I'll show some of the other versions of Latias I was messing around with and looking at, but this is the one I wanted to go with just because it sounded the most unique. You can be as aggressive and as quick as you can with attacking with the Mega Latias. It definitely, you know, hitting for 300 damage, it's good, but it's literally not knocking out anything, just like Raging Bolt and Golden Go can do. But it's still pretty cool because it's a Mega Pokemon. Latias and Latios are sick legendaries, and honestly, their Megas are a little bit of a letdown because they look like identical. They don't look very unique, but they're still really cool Pokemon just because it's Latios and Latias at the end of the day. And yeah, the first one I wanted to try out was Latias just because it also reminds me of the tag team Latias card that reminds me of this one, where you just kind of hit for like a nuking type of attack. I remember using it with Malamar when the tag teams were in the format still. But let's go over this list real quick, and actually I'll show the other versions real quick. The one I was messing around with the most before this was Mega Latias with the Owls and basically Raging Bolts, and this felt really good. You'd use Teal Mask, and then you'd use Crispin, and you can power up your attack in a single turn because you just, you know, get the grass and then the fire and the Psychic off of Crispin. But basically just kind of felt like a worse Raging Bolts. You had Clefairy in here. It's like a combination of like a worse Raging Bolts and a worse Terra Box, because Pikachu does 300 damage, doesn't give up 3 prizes, and can't be one-shotted. Like, that's pretty good. But it was cool to be able to play with Owls. You know, Owls make everything feel pretty good. Power Glass was also kind of cool with it, so then you wouldn't have to play Crispin every single turn. But also then there's the Poison package, and I didn't mess around with this one, but if I were to try another version of Latias, I think I would go with this, where you basically do the normal poison stuff, but then you use your Strafe attack, and you can hit and run with this guy into your Petrunt. That makes your opponent take more damage when they're poisoned. And you could also power up your Illusory Impulse attack to do 340 with the Binding Mochi and then 370 with poison damage, knocking out almost all of the Mega Pokemon in one hit. Still not knocking out Cynthia's Garchomp, but hitting for 370, which is pretty cool. And using a Strafe attack and hitting and running sounds cool, but Gonna be going with this version just because it seems like the most unique way of playing it. It's not just like another poison deck or another owl deck. It's like Ho-Oh, but it's not like Ho-Oh Armarouge because you don't need Armarouge, and it's not like you're using any of the other Ho-Oh card or Ethan's cards. You're just using the Latios to power up the Latias EX with its ability. So we got 3 Ho-Ohs. You gotta find all of these big Pokemon. The only ways to find them is Nest Balls and Ultra Balls, so you wanna have access to them. You basically wanna have a Ho-Oh on your bench, a Latias on your bench, a Latios on your bench, and then the Mega Latias. So that's 4 guys. And then you could also probably have Squawk. You definitely want Fez if guys are getting knocked out. But we also have the Mega Kangaskhan in here, which we'll look at in a second, which is a really good additional draw like Fez. So pretty much gonna want to have almost all of these on your bench as a one of, but there's 7 as you can see, so you can only have 6 of them. So if you bench the Squawk, you're not gonna be able to bench both Latias and Kangaskhan, but you need to have access to these guys, and Ho-Oh in your hand when you have the fire energies is pretty important. And you don't want to have this guy in your active though, because you can only put them on your bench. So you don't want to have to put down 2 Ho-Ohs unless you want to attack with it, because sometimes you can. It is a fire type. Hitting, you know, grass guys and steel guys for a weakness isn't too bad. With the max belt, this guy can actually knock out Mega Venusaur EX. It can knock out Golden Go usually, so knocking out Teal Mask Ogerpon, it's not too bad. And before we get any further, I should mention we're playing max belt for the A spec plus Gravity Mountain, because with the max belt and Gravity Mountain, your Mega Latias can one-shot Mega Venusaur, because Gravity Mountain makes stage 2s have 30 less HP, and then max belt makes it so you do 50 more damage to Pokemon EX. So you're doing basically 80 more damage. So that means we're doing 380. Pretty cool. Of course, with modifiers, like, I don't know if there's ways to make Venusaur tankier. I mean, there definitely is, like Hero's Cape or whatever. You could make Venusaur tanky. And there's still Cynthia's Garchomp. Well, would we one-shot that guy? 400? Oh, no, we would one-shot that, right? Because he'll go down. Oh, no, we'll be doing 350, and then Garchomp will be at 370. So yeah, we won't one-shot Garchomp if it has the tool on it. But all the other stage 2s that aren't megas, and even the megas, I think, no, Gardevoir is 360. No, Gardevoir we'd one-shot because it's stage 2. Lucario's a stage 1. We one-shot it with the max belt. I think Abomasnow maybe, and Camerupt, they might have 360. I don't remember who has 350, 340, 360, but the Gravity Mountain only affects stage 2, so it's not going to affect the Mega Abomasnow, Lucario, Camerupt. But the Gravity Mountain will still boost our damage versus those. But we're able to hit quite a bit harder with those. Then we got the one Latias, just so we have free retreat on all of our basic Pokemon. We're only playing basic Pokemon. The deck is pretty linear in one note, but we're going to try and overwhelm our opponent with how fast we can be. Then we got the one Fez. This guy is actually probably our most versatile attacker. Like, if our opponent just sticks up a Mimikyu in the active, you're going to need to power this guy up because you can then snipe around it. We don't have enough boss to just like boss around it all game, so hopefully they just overbench. But if they just put down a Mimikyu, yeah, we do lose. But I don't know of a one-card thing that'll really solve that, to be honest. Then we got 2 Latios. We wouldn't need to have this guy down, and you can prize it. And if you discard it, you know, we can get it back, but you always want to have one of them on your bench pretty much. Then we got 3 of these. You pretty much only need 2, but again, you want to have access to it. You want to have it on your bench. You don't really want to start it because you want to be able to pivot into it with the Latios. And yeah, I think 3 is fine. Same with Ho-Oh. Like, you could go down to like 2, but you could risk prizing it. And I don't know what you would put in here, to be honest, to make it better. As I've been testing, and I've just been trying to make it flow and be consistent and actually be able to pull off the turn 1 attacks. Initially, I did have a second Squawk in here. I cut that for something I'll mention later, but you could go down on numbers of these. It's definitely a work in progress. But then we have the Mega Kangaskhan, which is also new. It has the ability Run Errands. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability. Draw 2 cards. You can't use more than 1 Run Errand ability each turn. This is insane. You could just put this guy in the active. Like, if you open this, you get to draw 2 cards right at the beginning of your turn, going first or second. It's kind of insane. And then with Latias, you have free retreat on it. And we actually can power this up and attack with it. And I've done that before, just getting manual attachments on it throughout the game. Its attack's not terrible. Rapid fire combo does 200. With the max belt, 250. But then flip a coin until you get tails, 50 more for each heads. I never flipped a heads, so I'm not gonna pretend like you do, you know, you can do unlimited damage with this. You'll probably do 250 or maybe 300, but still not too bad. So it's not like you can just get it trapped up there and it'll be completely stuck. We also have switches in here, and I'll mention it. We have a Turo. That's what I cut the second Squawk for. I like the idea of it, though I don't know how good it'll be in practice. But then we have the max belt for the ace spec. For the rest of the trainers, we have 4 nest ball, 4 ultra ball, 4 earthen vessel to find everything. We don't have unlimited psychic and fires, but the vessels help us to find them all, and especially being able to put 2 on your ho-ohs after using vessel is pretty nice. Then we have 3 superior, lets us put 4 basic energies from our discard pile into our hands. I haven't found that you need more than 3 of these, but 3 is definitely nice, especially because you could Squawk and research it away early. So you need to get back all your energies after you use Latias' attack, so superior is pretty good with it. Then we have 2 night stretcher for some recovery, just getting back Latios or Latias. Our bench will probably be full, so we'll need to just get back the Latios or Latias if it's been knocked out, or maybe we'll have one in our hand and we can hold a night stretcher for something else later on. Then we have 2 switch, so we can pivot into our Kangaskhan or pivot out of the active with the Mega Latias back into the Kangaskhan, attach the energies to Latias and Ho-Oh, then free retreat with Latias, back into the other Latias, and then get to move all the energies. So switch is nice, and it also just gives us more abilities to pivot if we don't have like access to the Latias EX. Then we have 1 PAL pad. I like the idea of it. I don't know how necessary it is, but it accounts for like having only 2 boss or 3 Iono. Sometimes you have to lose stuff, and also I think it works well with the Turo too, so we have access to our supporters, and if we do have to discard some, unfortunately, you know, we can get them back. 2 Gravity Mountain. I think that's it for all of the non-supporters. Then for the supporters, we have 4 research, 3 Lillie, 3 Iono, 2 Lilies. This card is new out of the Mega Evolution set. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 6. If you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, draw 8. Pretty good. It's shuffle draw though, so you could technically draw back into those same cards, which is where Iono is still pretty nice, and it is hand disruption. So have 2 of it and 4 of the research. Those are probably like our better opening ones on if we go second. Especially if we're able to play our hand down, you know, we'll be able to draw up to 8 cards with Lilies, and then research obviously draw 7. Iono though is a nice hand disruption, and I think that with the amount of pressure we're able to put on makes Iono still really good in the deck. Then we have 2 boss to be able to chase down, 2 prizers, and just try and close out the game as fast as we can. Then we have the 1 Turo. I like the idea of this because it's basically a 3rd switch card. If you use your illusory impulse and then your opponent hits on your Latias, you can just pick up your Latias, promote your Kangaskhan, draw 2, put back down your Latias, and go from there. Or pick up liabilities, pick up your Squawk or something. I like the idea of it. Then we got the 2 Bravery Charm and 1 Max Belt. Bravery Charm gives all our guys 50 more HP, which makes it so we'd have a 330 HP Mega Latias, which is not unkillable, but it does make a difference. Makes it so Lucario needs a little bit more to KOS. Raging Bolt needs an extra energy to KOS. Golden Go needs an extra energy to KOS. Charizard can't KOS as easily, and it would protect all of our guys a little bit. So I like 2 of these, and then the 1 Max Belt. Then we have 3 Psychic and 8 Fire. The energies have felt good like this. I did have 7 Fires, and it felt a little low. So 8 seems good, and then the 3 Psychic. But that's the deck. Hopefully we can do some fast KOs and attacking with Mega Latias. Let's hop into the games. All right, getting into our first one here. Little scatterbrain there. There's a lot to say. So I probably missed some things and didn't say everything in a way that made the most sense, but I also was just double checking. All the Megas that aren't stage 2s they have, let's go. They don't have more than 350 HP. So with the max belt, we can knock out any of them. I'm pretty sure. All the ones that are out, at least right now. And we start the Latios, that is good. And we have quite a bit of ball searching cards. Superior, we could lose 1. See what we're up against. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything I need to mention right away. If I think of things, we'll just keep going as we go. But I'm just ready to get into these games. Hopefully we can pop off. We can nest ball for something. We actually have the switch already, but we're probably... Well, we could nest ball for Kangaskhan. Switch into it. And we could ultra ball for Squawk. And then we'll have whatever our top deck is, though. Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp. Okay. Well, yeah, we want to kill these before they get set up, that's for sure. Ho-Oh's not really a great attacker here. Oh, please have nothing else. Oh my god, alright. We just have to pop off. Charm. Doesn't really matter. Let's see, is Latias in here? Latias is, Kangaskhan is, Squawk is. Okay. Well, we need Squawk. That's 100% something we need. So let's grab Squawk. Technically, we could get Kangaskhan and then switch first. Maybe we do that. I think let's get Kangaskhan then switch and see what we draw off of that. There's lots of Pokemon we could benefit from drawing into. Okay, Lillie. Now we can play both these Ultra Balls, right? Are we still short? Let's discard this, this. Yeah, we're still gonna, I mean, yeah. Let's get the Squawk now. And then bench that and get rid of, maybe I should have actually discarded a Latias and then kept a Charm, probably. Now, is it better to Squawk or Lillie? Oh wait, what am I thinking? We do this and then we'll Squawk. And I think we grab the Ho-Oh just in case we draw the fire energies. Because then we can play a supporter then. Still. We just need Latias. Okay. And we have research. Get rid of this. Just need Latias, baby. Boom, boom. Put that down. Did I run errand yet? Yeah, I did. It wouldn't have been a good time to do it, but... No! We whipped the Latio! The other freaking Latias, man. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. Well, I don't think Garchomp usually plays rare candy or many of it. There's nothing else we can do here. What did we discard? Ho-Oh, Latios, or Latias. I'm gonna keep mixing up their names. One boss, one retrieval. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, I think it made sense to switch. Yeah. Well, now at this point, I mean... No, if they just put a tool on this, we're not even knocking it out with Ho-Oh. I think we just gotta hopefully be able to chain attacks. I guess if they don't put the tool on, maybe we do go with Ho-Oh right now. So then we can use it without discarding all these energies. I think we'll use its ability, then we'll Iono instead of discarding 5 supporters. And we can manually attach the 5th or the 4th fire. We don't need we don't need another psychic right now. And then we'll draw 2 after. We still need to find the there we go. The Lottie. And I think we'll just play this for the Lottie. We'll draw 2. Are we down a fire? No, we're not. All right. Well, we gotta go in with the big attack, but I think it's okay. 1, 2. And Charm. We want to put that on anybody. Charming Ho-Oh could be good, so then they can't knock it out unless they have a Rosa Raid, which they're not on track to set up soon. I think I'd rather do that, and I'd rather just play it so we don't have a... And I think I'm going to wait on playing the PAL pad. We can always get another one, another charm. Maybe actually no, I think we discard the other charm, so never mind. But Ho could be a decent attacker, I was thinking, so somebody who's a little bit more efficient, not discarding all these energies. Okay, Spiritomb. All right, more than one Spiritomb. Damn it. We gave him a lot. Anything? Oh, damn. All right, hopefully. I don't think they do rare candy, but they could go rare candy here. Nope. All right, just getting back to Gabite. And we can attack with Ho-Oh as long as they don't... Oh, wow. All right. I would like to boss that, but... Not sure if we'll be able to do that. If they don't get the stadium, we can knock it out. Or if they don't get the tool, we could knock it out. Still, is there any way we can find boss to boss it? I don't think so. So I think we're just gonna go in with Ho-Oh here. I don't think we want to use Turo yet. And do we want to Pal Pad? I don't know. Are we down? We're down our other Latios already. We'll lose the Ultra Ball instead. We'll do that. Grab fires. Still didn't get down a Roserade, which is good. Or Roselia. And maybe picking up Kangaskhan would be good, to be honest. Because that's a 3-prizer that's weak to them. I could see picking that guy up. That seems kind of smart. Let's pick up Kangaskhan. And then we're going to Pal Pad. I think that's fine. Put back Turo and Boss. And then we're just going to retreat into Ho-Oh. Start hitting him with the shining feathers. We are weak to fighting with the Kanga, so... Alright, fire. We have the attack with Mega Latias here. We can just pivot. I don't know if they play a max belt. I think they usually have... I've seen Unfair Stamp, mostly, I think, with Garchomp. But I haven't seen, like, recent lists. Miriam. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon. Draw 3. Okay. Kind of reasonable. It's funny we're running into Garchomp first, and this was like... I've not run into Garchomp at all since I was testing this. Actually, maybe I did, and I actually donked him successfully. I didn't whiff. But... I've not run into it very much at all. Mostly was running into... I think pretty much just Dragapult was the most common thing I was hitting. Or at least that's one that stands out in my memory right now. I don't know if Max Belt's in the deck. So we'll have to see. Gravity Mountain, and they're dead. Do this. Grab a Psychic Energy. Put it on our good buddy Latias, I mean, and we'll Lillie. Nice. There's Turo again. Could Nest Ball. Switch is good. Honestly, I think we just retreat into this guy. Boom, boom. Dunzo. We have to discard all the energy, so you don't want to over-attach. Do we want to put down something? We may want another Ho-Oh. We may want to put down Fez. I think we just wait. Oh, wait. We have no other Ho-Ohs. Hopefully they don't chase it. Yeah. Alright. We just hit. Cool. We can Nest Ball for Kangaskhan switch. And superior than boss. And win the game. That seems pretty good. If they put down Fez, we have game. Or if they put down another Garchomp and they don't find the tool. I'm surprised they haven't found the tools. Is Miriam in the Garchomp starter decks? I've not seen so many of these played before. But usually when I've faced Garchomp, they usually get the tools on them right away. We haven't seen a single tool. Okay, they have the rare candy. Another Poffin. No. I wonder if this is a whole kind of a different way of playing Garchomp. You just play it without Roserade and you try and be more tanky so you can attack with Spiritomb. But they're not playing the tools, so I don't know. Well, we got game. We can just pivot. And we'll superior for the energies. And energies, I mean a single psychic energy. Put that on him. Treat. Boom, boom. And that worked pretty well. Besides for whipping, not too bad. Let's go Mega Latias. Oh, Max Bell was prized. Whoops. Besides for whipping, pretty good first game. Not too bad. Starting the Latios is pretty nice. That's another reason I think having two of it is pretty nice. Having it in the active single prizer, and then it's not Latios or no thank you. It's not Ho-Oh or Mega Latias, so. And all right, we're starting Mega Latias this time. It could be worse. Maybe putting two of these guys down is okay. We're gonna be discarding our entire hand, it looks like. That's okay. We can Ultra Ball. We could Ultra Ball twice. And still attach the Max Belt. We'll be losing a Superior and a Psychic. And whatever our top deck is. But then we can get Squawk and... What the fuck? Alright. We're up against another Garchomp deck. I don't like this. And they have other basics. And there's the freaking charm bracelet thing. Power weight. All right, well, they have a much better setup. Okay. Huh. Well, doesn't look like we're playing two Ultra Balls then, because I don't really want to get rid of Lillie. Unless... I mean, we can get rid of it and hope we find another thing with Squawk. Let's see if Squawk's prized first. Let's discard this. Discard this. Squawk is not prized. And we got Latias and we have Ho-Oh. We have the Latios. Yeah, I think we do just get down basics right now. We'll grab Ho-Oh. Just so we have the energies or ability to attach them. Put this on this dude. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to be not attacking. Maybe I should have attached... No, I discarded everything in that hand. I don't really want to lose these cards. I could bench a second Ho-Oh and hope to find more fires and a Latias, and then we could attack with it. It doesn't seem too bad, especially if we can charm it. and I don't know how many stadiums they play. And it's not even going to make a difference anyway, so might as well just play it. At least not with this Gibble. Alright, well, we really didn't have a lot going for us here. I'll play this on him. Play this on him, and I can hit and run. I don't want to hit and run into Kangaskhan. I'll hit and run into this Ho-Oh. Oh, actually, it doesn't look like they're going to hit us this turn. This next turn. So we could hope to Turo that later. Man, we have nothing. Whatever, I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm missing something here. Yeah. Hit and run into this guy. Then we can draw 2. If we can find Latias, we can... or Latio... What do we mean? We need Latias and Latios. Shoot. We need to pick up this Kangaskhan. We need to attack with a Ho-Oh. Yeah, maybe I should bench Kangaskhan. Probably not. And our Ho-Oh's not even KOing a Gabai right now. Or at least not that one. We could KO this one. I believe both of our boss just went to the bottom of the deck too. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered something. What's his name? Or the Mega Evolution item that searches for Pokemon. That is a decent item. That would help us find our Megas. It's basically like, you know, Tag Call lets you search for 2 tag team Pokemon, I think. Or was it tag team items? There's a Mega Evolution item that lets you search for Mega Pokemon. This damage really doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure they just one-shotted us with a Garchomp anyways. Hey, there's that. Will, I think let's draw. Hopefully we find a ball card. Okay, we got a ball card. We can attack with this guy now and KO them. Turo Kangaskhan. Is Turo the play though? I think we'll be just discarding these fires. Or discard a fire and a vessel. Let's get these out of the deck. An Ultra Ball, Vessel, and a Fire. For this guy. Then we'll attach these to this dude. And I think we switch. And we can instead Turo this guy. Which is actually going to suck, though. If we Turo this dude, we're losing our max belt. Alright, so I think we're just going to Turo this instead. Promote this guy. And then we'll hold everything else. I don't think we play the PAL pad yet. We'll just knock this thing out. Is this turn 2 for us? Or is this turn 3? Either way, we're getting rid of the first guy. Nest Ball is good. Nest Ball would actually allow us to one-shot their Garchomp here if they evolve it. That's still not KOing us. Unless they find, I don't know how many more power pros. Yeah, they already attached their fighting, right? Yeah. So they can't kill us with this. They're only doing, what, 160? So we don't even need the max belts. But I was thinking if they could bump the stadium. I don't know. There was a couple things that could have happened. And did they even use Gabite's ability? They forgot to use Gabite's ability. That's kind of big. Wow. All right. We got fortunate there. It doesn't look like they have the attack this next turn. We will Nest Ball for Latias. Switch into it. Superior. The second Ho-Oh was a mistake, though. Switch into this dude. Superior Way. I think we get rid of Kangaskhan and Night Stretcher, maybe. I think we may want Pal Pad back. Or, I'm sorry, not Pal Pad. Should I get back 2 Psychics just in case? I think the fires are better. Then we can attack with the Ho-Oh easier, maybe. And I would rather actually attack with a Ho-Oh so we can get it off the board. I mean, just 2 KO stuff. No need to power it up in advanced, though. More than we already did there. I think that's fine. Boom, boom. And Illusory Impulse. Let's go. All right, we're up 3. Okay. We're close to having the attack with Ho-Oh. And if they don't put a charm on this guy, we will kill it, which is good. Then we can heal our guy a little bit. They're going to hit for 70 damage. That's how much Gabite will do. Unless they have the things. Well, they hit for 100. All right, we really want an energy to KO them with Ho-Oh here. I don't think I ditched one there. Oh my god, we're dead. All right, we're gonna... But at least we're gonna kill them in return, and we can get Fez. I think I'll be okay. And then we just have Fez. All right, cool. Yeah, I think it's okay. Just need an energy, please. All right, we got energy. We can discard Ultra Ball and Fire for a bunch of others. And Charm. I don't know if we need the Charm, actually. So we can discard Ultra Ball and Charm. I think we want to hold on to the boss. Yeah, the Charm just doesn't seem as helpful right now. I think, like, everything... There's plenty of things for them to go after. The Charm on our active guy is good. Actually, maybe the Charm could have been good to keep for another Latios, but... Or another Latias, I mean. I think at this rate, though, we'd maybe rather not do that. And Pal Pad. I think we'll Pal Pad after we boss. Because we're just going to boss up their Gabite here. Then we'll Pal Pad back boss and Turo. Alright. This is an interesting game. I don't know. I thought Garchomp would overwhelm us quicker, but we are keeping up or going just slightly faster than they are. Was that turn 2 that we attacked? Excuse me, turn 4, turn 3. Turn 2. It looks like, yeah, we did attack turn 2. Okay. And our turn 1 was kind of awkward. And yeah, the second Ho-Oh, I mean, I was kind of preparing to be able to attack with it. So I was thinking, you know, putting the second one down would be good. I don't know, though. All right, we're going to boss. And we're going to PAL pad. And they may forfeit, but I mean, that's cool with me. Not a problem with me. And extra energies. Putting a psychic on this Latios could be okay. Nah, I think we can just attack. With the Ho-Ohs in play, with Latias on the bench, I don't think we're going to have a problem. And I don't think anything can take a hit here, so yeah, I really think we're totally fine. If they have Maractus, I guess we could be in trouble, but putting an energy on somebody there wouldn't have solved that problem. Cool, cool. Let's go! Ho for the win! Not too bad. We attacked twice with the Latias. We whiffed a turn 1 attack again, but the thing about attacking turn 1 for 300 damage is it doesn't feel as good discarding 3 energies and probably a lot of other resources to KO a single prizer for 300 damage. All right. Well, let's see. Is this going to be Garchomp as well? I'm not finding I'm waiting a second before queuing for the next game, so I don't think these are the same opponents we're fighting. Also, I double checked that last game. I was like, why did I bench that Ho-Oh again? And it was because I was going to try and attack with the Ho-Oh turn 1, or on my first turn. So, and then we would have been able to KO the Roselia, which then would have limited their Garchomp's damage. Like, it would have been a pretty good turn 1 KOing their Roselia if we pulled it off. But we didn't, so then we just had a Ho-Oh and we got caught with our pants down. Well, we're going first. No need to attack here. We could switch into a Kangaskhan. Draw. I think if we were to have one of these in the active, I'd rather it be this thing. All right, up against Lucario, probably. Got a fire. Kangaskhan ain't very good against Lucario. I think we could squawk. Don't have to worry about a turn 1 attack. I mean, with this hand, we literally have nothing, so we probably do want to just play into squawk. And Latias is prized. Okay. And we're going to be losing a switch right away. That might be okay, though, because we can switch and attach to Squawk, and then we'd have the energy to retreat. And putting a Charm on Ho-Oh will be very important here so that we can actually attack with it. I mean, they have the modifiers to KO us easily, but still. All right, we have the max belts. We do have a Charms. We have our other switch. Okay. What is that? Got some fires. Switch into this guy. Put energy on it. Do that. Put some energy on this guy. Get motivated. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And then we will put Ultra Ball, and Ho-Oh for the baby Latios. I think that's okay. Nothing else that we want here. We have the other Ho-Oh in the deck. It's probably something I should have checked on before discarding this Ho-Oh, because we already lost a Night Stretcher, but All right, Lunatone. Yeah, just attacking with this guy is pretty efficient, or more efficient than discarding 3 energies for 300 to kill one of these guys. If we draw a Psychic, we could retreat boss of Fez if they bench Fez early. Retreat boss on a lone Riolu would also be pretty good. I didn't realize too, these guys are actually like decent attackers. 70 damage, not affected by weakness or resistance, which is pretty much good like 90% of the time because like everything resists fighting. And I don't think we have any energies down, so motivating is like not gonna help. What the heck did they just do? Or did they just DC or something? Well, I'm not sure what happened, but I'm gonna Iono here. I don't want to lose all these bosses. And yeah, we'll see if they're here. And when the turn comes back around, we whiffed again. That's fun. We can motivate. Actually, no, we could retreat and use superior. I mean, at this point, I think we just start taking prizes, so yeah, what the heck. Well, actually, I just misplayed, so never mind. Well, hopefully they're not here. I needed to use Ho-Oh's ability before I retreated. Ah. Yeah, they appear not to be here. I'm just gonna be cutting out this time in between the games, so you don't see this when they're just passing for like 30 seconds go by, but it's just gonna appear like it was 2 seconds to you guys. But yeah, they're definitely not here, so we'll skip to the end. Really good prize, by the way. Really good prize, by the way. All right. Also should have turtled the Squawk there, but yeah, we'll take it. All right. Getting into game number 4. Just had a little snack. Not sure if I'm gonna include game number 3, the one we just had before this. It was a against Lucario, and they just kind of timed out. But you can kind of see how the deck works and how it opened. I think we went first, and that might have been the only game we went first. You can see how that went. Also notice several misplays. Ooh, let's go. And they have a Lucario coin, so like, hopefully we get to actually play against Lucario this time. Dakota's the man. All right, starting Latias. Nest Ball, Ultra Ball. It is Lucario. And 270, and then the 130. Man, I wish Ho-Oh resisted fighting. They always like make the birds resist fighting. But not for Ho-Oh, I guess. I think Moltres. No, I could be wrong. Team Rocket's Moltres EX I thought resisted fighting. But I think it might not either. Are we donking here? We have donk in our hand. Alright, cool. We're just gonna KO with Ho-Oh. Okay. Well, this is another weird game. We just need 2 Ho-Ohs. I can get rid of those. Another Ho-Oh. And just get a couple fires. We'll take it though. This is what we want to do. This is much more easier to set up than the Ho-Oh, Baby Latios, Mega Latias, normal Latias. I love attacking with Ho-Oh. It reminds me of Meg Cargo Ho-Oh a little bit, because that was fun to donk with too. Let's go. Pretty quick games. Another fighting deck. We were playing only fighting decks. This is crazy. 2 Garchomps, 2 Lucarios. I'm excited to try out all the new fighting stuff. Let's go. We get to go second. Kind of sick of playing fighting decks without any support. I loved messing around with the Glamora and Tinglu. Kinkelder was fun, but I mean, that deck didn't really feel like a fighting deck as much. because you don't even need to play fighting energies. You're just, it's like a poison deck. It kind of felt like. Gonna be fun to try him out though. And all the grass decks. I'm very excited to use that new stadium. I remember using it with Iono Mega. Well, using the Forest of the Giant Plants stadium with Iono Mega when that was a thing. It was just like a single prize Iono Mega. They could like attack for free or something. All right. We have research. We have double fire, and we have 2 night stretchers already, though. Well, might as well play the stadium, I guess. And then we can Ultra Ball for Ho-Oh. As I discard this stadium. Well, we're not attacking with Ho-Oh. We have 1. All right, we prized 2 Ho-Ohs. Good thing we have 3. We have Latias EX, Little Latios, Big Latias. We do have Squawk. I think we just get the Ho-Oh though. Let me get the fires on it. Pretty sure this guy does big damage, but I think he needs 3 energies. So I don't think we're being threatened. See what we get. Okay, another stadium, nest ball. I mean, I would attack this thing if we can. But is it worth benching Squawk? I mean, we could just hit with Strafe. That seems reasonable. What would we want a nest ball for? Nest ball for Latias, probably. We'll get the baby Latios next turn. And we'll strafe into Ho-Oh. And hold the vessel. Nah, we'll just play the vessel. Get psychic double fire. Or psychic, yeah. Had a fire in hand already. And we'll just do that. And is there a reason not to play the max belt? Just in case they can pull out a one shot, I think. And actually we probably just pivot into this guy. Because we actually do resist. That seems pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, now we can attack with Ho-Oh next turn. Or the Latias. You can KO their Fez with the Illusory Impulse or the Max Belt. Ho-Oh, Shiny Feathers. Oh no! How unfortunate. What the heck? I'm just gonna put a fire on this. Well, I'm sorry, fighting decks. I guess you steal brick. I'm not playing Iono. I'm playing the max belt. No reason to play the fire on the Ho-Oh. Hey. Good to see you, Ho-Oh. I mean, they have Lunatone Soul Rock. They just didn't draw it. They need Nest Balls or that. Fighting Gohan to get those. Because I'm pretty sure they have too much HP for Poffins. Riolu's, how much HP those guys have? Let me search. Well, I don't know how to spell Riolu. Lucario. Evolves from Riolu. R-I-O-L-U. Okay, that guy's got 80, 70. Okay, it looks like there's multiple choices. You can go 70 or 80. If they're not playing Poffins, they're probably using the 80s just because. And they got rid of this. Oh, they had a Scrapper. Huge. Definitely good that we didn't play the max belt. And we're definitely Ionoing. What are they going to leave in the active, though? Okay. That makes sense. I think we're going to attack with Ho-Oh. think I want to play the max belt now, but they could potentially find the gust and then just KO us with a power plus, whatever's called. We could Ultra Ball away a Superior and an Iono. Have we lost a Superior? Down 2 Night Stretchers. Just to get the baby Latias. Baby Latios. Yeah, I think we do want to get that guy down. And then we're just going to use this guy's ability. No, we just attack. Yeah, we just use the ability. Because then we can attach to this if we find a Psychic, I guess. And then we'll hold on to this. Could put down the second Ho now. If we are attacking with this and we whiff Bravery Charm, we would want another one of these down. All right, just an energy, please. Cool. And yeah, we did with the charm. We put that on him. And we can get Fez with our prize or top deck. And we have the Superior, so we can attack with this. We just need to find the max belt, which is currently at the bottom of the deck. All right, good. Another Ho-Oh. Well, I mean, it's fine. We benched this one early again, but I think it makes sense. Okay. Lucario. And they're researching. All right, cool. I don't know. Maybe I should have benched, put down the max belt, but now the knockout with Mega Brave. They want to find another Riolu. I was thinking about putting 2 Arvins in here. 2 Arvins instead of the what's it called? Lillie. You know, have a way to actually find the tool that we need. Maybe they're looking for... They could have counter catcher thing. Nope. All right, good. And they've not played any of them, have they? Well, Iono will go hard. We could bench a second one of these. We're gonna lose our entire hand here, it looks like. If we want to play the Superior before we Iono, we're gonna need a Fez before we Iono. I don't know if our other Latias is prized. So I think we're gonna hold on to that and discard the Ho-Oh. It is in the deck. Oh well. I mean, we just need an energy, but... And I already shuffled the deck, so yeah, this is fine. We obviously want to find the bracelet. We can all discard Ultra Ball and Latios here. And hopefully don't chase it. The one on the bench now, but it's fine. Put a couple of these into play. Can attach to this guy. And then could bench this if we're like scared of them KOing this. And then we can KO them, you know, with Strafe from the other one. I don't know if there's anything else we would want to have down, to be honest. I don't know. We may want a Kangaskhan. Are we down switches? You know what? We're just gonna, you know. And we whiffed. And... oh yeah, we had another one in the deck. All right. Well, we'll just hit. Now. Thank you, though. Well, I could pivot. But everything dies, so we definitely just hit them. Hopefully they don't have a way to heal this thing. Maybe we can find our Turo. And we have one superior left. We're only down 3 energies. But we're down both Night Stretchers. And I think we have both Boss, so... and both Charm. We'll see. They just need to find the tool, or I mean, the item to boost their damage. Then they go down to 1 prize, but they also don't have another attacker. Just kidding. Do they get a fighting on it? All right, we're dead. Okay. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Okay, just to draw a little bit more. I really don't even know what they're deking for. Oh, they needed a fighting energy on this. They whiffed? Did they discarded a fighting instead of attaching? Well, that's pretty good for us. We can KO them with our strafe. And we do want to Iono them again. A little too late, Max Belt. Doesn't matter if we put down Kangaskhan now. And we're going to strafe into Ho-Oh probably. Oh wait. We need PAL Pad and Iono. Damn. Well, I still think we probably put this guy down. It could help us find stuff to draw. Put this down. And... Fez. Alright, switch. But yeah, we can't find Iono now. We just have to hope they don't have Gust, I think. It's unfortunate. Might as well switch, I guess. Draw the cards. Alright, no PAL Pad. Grab. Psychic. Fire. Put that on there. Put these on there. Put this on there. And we'll shovel draw 6. PAL Pad would still be good, but we don't find it. Alright. We'll strafe into Latias, I think. I think we actually do move these now. Just in case they... no, it doesn't matter. Just strafe. I think this is harder to KO. Latias. Actually, maybe this guy's the hardest thing for them to KO. I think it was harder for them to KO that, so I maybe should have left that up there, but... I don't think they... yeah, they just need Boss. Boss energy and KO Latios. Didn't have Iono. Was I able to Turo Latios there? Fuck. Or that. Oh wow, the damage appeared. The game is slower than they're clicking. They're quick. It didn't even show the attack animation. Well, I think that's a good one to call it on. Had a little bit of a longer intro. I'm gonna try and cut stuff out as much as I can, especially when I'm repeating things or rambling too much. But I think it was a good showing for the deck. We went 5 for 5 with fighting decks though, and went 4 and 1. That's kind of how I expected Lucario to go though, because actually I remember I played against Lucario a couple times in testing. It and Dragapult I probably hit the most. And Lucario's tough. If we didn't whiff the max belt, which maybe it would have been correct to play it after we saw them discard their tool scrapper, I probably could have played it. And then we would have had the one shot on their Lucario and they wouldn't have been able to get the hit off on something. Like they just got 2 attacks basically. And I think that would have put us ahead where we were outpacing them in terms of prizes, right? Because we would have taken that 3 prize turn a turn earlier. So yeah, I think if I just played the max belt after we saw them discard their tool wrench discarder thing, that would have been good. Yeah, max belt is definitely the way to go though. Turo, I think it's huge. Definitely like Turo. Whiffing the Iono, but it's really if we had the max belt. Bravery Charm also could have made a difference because I think we did have a Ho-Oh in the active that they one-shotted maybe. But yeah, overall, I don't know if there's really many changes or any changes to make. Something to help versus Mimikyu or like, I don't know, an early game attacker, but at the same time, there's not room on your board. You have Ho-Oh Latias, Mega Latias, and then Latios, and then you probably have Squawk or Kanga benched or want to have them benched. And then Fez is just like, obviously you want that on your board too. So I don't know, it feels awkward to bench more than one of either of these Ho-Oh or the Latias. So I don't know, but at the same time, you don't have room if you do bench more than those things. And sometimes you're put in those positions where you need to bench a second Ho-Oh to attack with a Ho-Oh. I think that's more than likely what you're doing, benching a second Ho-Oh. But yeah, it was a really fun deck. If you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a thing to copy and paste in the description. And yeah, I'm excited to try out some more Mega decks and just more new cards from the set. There's lots of cool ones that aren't Megas too. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for chilling, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.